Hey, my name is Dr. Nought, and this is Pyre, and today we are going to continue our journey. Last time we fought in the nest of Trieste, as you can see. Pretty sweet unicorn in the back. Let's do our typical to start with. Go to the Black Wagon, and we will talk to Bertrude. You are unaccustomed to seeing Bertrude smiling, and yet there she is, doing just that. You soon see why. You have observed before how her manner seems to soften, to the degree it can, whenever Wolfred is around. If only I could have seen their faces then. What was your secret, dare I ask, dear Bertrude? It appears that they are reminiscing about old times in the Commonwealth. Flame-resistant inks, Sandalwood. 'Twas the inks themselves which kept those volumes from being burnt to ash. Flame-resistant inks, of course. The good officers who came to visit, they were so intent on burning all the evidence, they did not stop to think the evidence was fireproof. Alas, that they later found a way to burn thy stamping press regardless. Thy written words, they moved us many times, and many others whom we knew there in the southern bogs. Distant region of the Commonwealth, left well alone despite technically being part of the nation. I remember reading that a long time ago. No matter, dear Bertrude. What's done is done. At least we made it difficult for them. That not so? While introducing some of our fellow citizens to new ideas. Perhaps. My words would not have reached near half as many were it not for you. Not to mention how I managed to elude them for another decade or so. I am ever grateful for your sacrifice. Thy thanks shall not be necessary, Sandalwood. Well, you shall have to take them from me, anyhow. Thank you, Bertrude, for helping to fulfill a modest author's dreams. What good's a stamping press without good inks? No good at all. They exchange a laugh at this, but then... Even still, and through this new ordeal, thou hast no love for us, is that not so? Bertrude. Nay, we understand full well, thou needst not further explain thyself. There are different kinds of love, Bertrude. On that account, thou hast nothing to teach us, Sandalwood. They each remain silent for a time. Our hearts, they cannot be controlled, Bertrude. Blasted things they are, they act well on their own. Puts away his pipe. I am blessed to have you in my life, back in the Commonwealth, and here as well. I mean that, although I know that it is not enough. At first, Bertrude does not seem to acknowledge this in any way, but then... Nay, Sandalwood, it is enough. It is enough. She departs without awaiting a response, brushing past you as she goes. Wolfred soon turns away, as well, politely bidding you a good evening. Two old friends have evidently managed their way past certain tensions in their long-standing relationship. They rather seem to draw a certain strength from one another. This calls for a song. Indeed. Let's read. The greater Titans, in the words of Under King Ores, sea sojourner. The stars shine strange beneath the sea. This one dared rise from the waters so that he could see them plain, the burning essences of those who came before. Our lives are but a quest to join the stars. This one longed to be the brightest, but in the downside, this one met those whose own stars shall doubtless burn at least as hot. Together, we achieved great deeds. You may have seen some evidence of it, the remains of the greater Titans, which once darkened this dark land, but in our kinship was the strength to conquer them. It is this one's humble charge to chronicle those deeds, and may the Titan stars never stain the sky during your time. Except, they're here now, so there's that. Got a few pages to read. What I'm just going to do is close it, because it automatically opens up to the next one instead of trying to find it, in case they're in the same book, like this one is. Endriga the Widow. In the words of Under King Ores, the sea sojourners. This is the one that we called last time of the Titans when we fought. The boundless sea of Solace and a blackened heart are all of what remains of the blood titan Endriga. After this one's exile, he was joined by many of his bravest worm knights, who awakened the blood titan inadvertently while searching the downside's murky depths. Endriga was most displeased to see her hibernation end, and vowed to 4 ages of torment on us and on our sea dominion. Our assault was grander than can be described, and lasted days and days and days. Noblest of worm knights fell upon her massive form as waves which dashed themselves against the rocks. Our resolve eventually exceeded hers, and she collapsed into the seas and disappeared. This one, alone, remained to tell of it. And one more, I believe. The Chastity. In the words of Haub the Swallow the Accursed, those bearing the name the Chastity all count themselves disciples of Lu Sklorian, 100 Minds, known firstly for his wisdom, but also cherished for his modesty, integrity, and kinship. Sklorian's priority in forming his triumvirate was to instill in all his subjects a deep-seated deference and respect for the rules governing the liberation cycle. The cycle of the rites needs to be respected to be understood, and needs to be understood to be respected, Sklorian said. Thus, the Chastity are emissaries of the cycle. Should they earn back their liberty, then they shall spread enlightenment itself, and all of us shall grow. Doesn't seem to be the case anymore, but maybe back when this was written. There we go, our 3 books. What's going on up here? Oh yeah, we have a new bio. So she's been here for 4 years. Harp Talon Burden. Crime, conspiracy, motive, insurrection. Alright. Done in here, let us continue our journey. We only have one place to go. We have to go face the Pyrehearts, I believe, if I remember correctly. Let's take off. Heading down to the low grounds, back to the ocean, to the Sea of Solace, I believe. What's this say? Ulfra joins you as you soar high above the storm-ravaged waters on approach to the infamous Isle of Kaylmer. Among its cursive qualities, it seems this wretched storm means I cannot rightly smoke. One of the downside's small misfortunes, I suppose. The wagon's drive imps seem not to mind, at least. In fact, they seem more animated now even than usual, sir. Perhaps they feel some sort of connection to this place. Tariq, do you suppose the Pyrehearts were able to make it here intact? They ought to have seen it in the stars, though we soon shall know for certain. That we shall. Take us in, please, reader. We either have to go to Sharp Shoal. Wolford believes there should be an expedient path to the Isle of Kaylmer. Okay, so that's quick. What's over here? Amethyst says she can sway the coming right against the Pyrehearts in your favor here. Really? I'm curious. Let's go. Deathless Tempest. Make landing within the Deathless Tempest, far west of where you first reached through to the shores beyond. You wonder which sort of celestial landmark lies hidden amid these waters, though for now, you have some time left before continuing onward. Alright, we're just going to instill fear in the Pyrehearts. You do your best to keep up with Hamatha as she delves into the eerie stillness of Barb Reef, an old exposed reef off the coast of the Isle of Kaylmer. It used to go by Barbara, but decided Barb sounded much less formal. Barbara? She indicates that some of her winged sisters may be nearby to lend their aid. This is as far as you can follow, reader darling. Please excuse me for a little while. She swoops off, leaving you on your own. Some time passes, during which you can almost feel the downside encroaching all around you. Then... well, that was certainly interesting. I suggest we get out of here. It would appear the Pyrehearts soon will have a little accident that should dampen their spirits. Hamatha ensures the Pyrehearts shall suffer minus the hope for the next rite. That's so mean, these poor Pyrehearts, they're so sad. Return to the wagon. Last time we faced them, they fought with each other and couldn't even, like, stop us. Alright, Pamitha, what in the hell did you do? Pamitha is staring out the window as you approach. I miss flying, reader darling. Take it from me, it feels as good as you'd expect. It's not enough for those Commonwealth brutes to cast us down here. They can get their fingers on it. Make sure we never fly again, as once we did. All while calling it an act of mercy. Let me ask you something, You've learned a thing or two. What have your studies taught you of my kind? You know you share a common ancestor. You understand that long ago there was only one tribe. They flew together and conquered the world, the known world. But some of their descendants were born different. These wingless ones had little choice but tend the land with their hands of flesh. Over time, the wingless were disavowed, abandoned. It was said that they were born under dark stars. In time, they formed the Empire, and they fought back. The Empire of Sar dominated the known world for millennia until the doomed reign of Solium Mur. Never shall we make the wicked errors of our predecessors, the Archjustice Androboles IV said. Not all the winged and the wingless were at odds, and famous hearts such as Saint Triestatitis proved kinship could be possible. Nonetheless, old hatreds are not easily assuaged. This is fairly accurate to our account of things. So in a manner, you yourself are a sister to me. My kind certainly aren't known for their good sense of humor, I can tell you that. My little tongue got me into no small amount of difficulty till I learned to keep it well under control. The mountains I come from, the views there certainly are something. There's a bleakness to it too, being surrounded only by those consumed by the desire to avenge. We're very proud like that. Everybody vying to be the strongest, to kill the most of you. That way, we might just get a shot with the prince. Continue the line, if he even exists. Your understanding is that the males of the harp are all gone, though perhaps one remains. They mate as poisoned spiders do, and would slay each other in their sleep, the Archjustice Androboles IV also said. Imagine that being the best case scenario, darling. She shakes her head. Anyway, I was just thinking I rather enjoyed the traveling we've done. The change of scenery does me some good. Perhaps I'll stick to wandering after all this. In fact, I have a fancy for some wandering right now, if you'll excuse me. She heads out of the wagon into the eerie stillness of Deathless Tempest. And over here in the Book of Rites, Deathless Tempest. In the words of Molten Malith, the Wild Witch, we waited for the Deathless Tempest to subside. We waited, but the Underking, he merely laughed and laughed. For the Deathless Tempest does not subside. What lies beneath that stretch of sea to cause such an upheaval is best left to myth and speculation. We made passage, nonetheless, through sorceress aid and fortune, scarce seeing the surrounding environs. We did detect a landform to the west. Solium Mur detected that there was the presence of the treacherous aid who lured him into exile, and then followed him in turn. Mur, in his wisdom, thought it best to be avoided. At last did we arrive on distant lands, though seeing them provided little comfort. Alright. Shall continue. Oh yeah, I have to actually select where we're going. Sir Deluge and the Pyrehearts are awaiting in Isle of Kaylmer. Here in the tumultuous waters of Deathless Tempest, you encounter a messenger imp come to deliver news and rumors from the other side. The news this time pertains to Hedwyn, whom you liberated at the fall of Solium. You learn Hedwyn returned safely to the Commonwealth, where he was clothed and welcomed, his past transgressions all forgiven. He was to be groomed for a leadership position of his choice, whether on the council or the blood order, each equally as lucrative and secretive as well. However, he refused, and before the stunned council members could do anything about it, he left them. He since made contact with Wolfred's agents and is working together with them. Thus, the ranks of the revolution grow stronger. Per the messenger imp custom, the last part of the message was transcribed from Hedwyn, word for word, and says, "Keep going. See you here." You thank the messenger imp for relaying this information. Soon, your companions are all abuzz about it. May that boy's spirit infect a lot of ye as would a plague. Wonder if he'll ever find the one he fell for. I always thought Hedwyn was looking for someone out there back home. Do you think he found her? Kriha! He's so is happy to hear Hedwyn is well back in the Commonwealth. Yeah, that's how it's done, Hedwyn. Right behind you, chum. Glorious example Hedwyn sets for all of us. The news of Hedwyn's liberation fills you and your fellow exiles with newfound resolve. We have +1 hope. Wish Hedwyn luck. Good luck, Hedwyn. Your wagon shudders to a halt at the Isle of Kaylmer. Bizarre outcroppings give it a forbidding feel. In the distance, you hear odd gibbering sounds that sound like drive imps? Okay, so we got the Isle of Kaylmer. Let's check that out quick now. The Isle of Kaylmer, in the words of Luce Glorian 100 Minds the Scholar. The traitor Kaylmer rope collar, whereas he brought out our empire's fall, whereas he nearly claimed the life of our dear Solium, we forgive him. We have forgiven him, we give a certain thanks to him, for he has played a vital part in the Star's plan. If not for him, then we, the Eight, would never have aligned. We never found the rope collar. He fled into the sea, towards an isle, which we knew well to avoid. 'Twas there we think that Kaylmer's tattered mantle finally did him in, among the wild imps. Should the stars ever converge above that isle, it shall be to signify that their long dance across the skies is drawing to a close. Oh. 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 Are we coming to an end here? Tiny tempest, entertaining but would unleash calamity if ever it were to be unbottled. Oh, cool. And now nothing's going on up in there, but there's a storm a-brewing. So, like, we're like... I don't know if that means we're almost done or not, but we'll see. Oh, guys, how'd you find me all the way out here? I mean, this is for extra special customers. I'm only joking. You're the only customers I got. Clearly, I haven't sold anything we've given you. Got you again. Only joking about that, too, because I got tons of customers. It's just, they already bought a lot of stuff today, so they're not here, okay? Anyways, I just got in a little something here, which maybe you'll be into. Been hearing about these little numbers for a while. Check them out. He reveals to you a set of twin rings, a jeweled band and a ruined band. Ruined band, not ruined. Grants the bearer +2 presence, quickness, and hope. Wait, it's a paired talisman. Okay. Or presence, quickness, and hope. Wait, what? At the start of the round, briefly gain infinite stamina if an ally has jeweled band. Holy moly. Wait, briefly gain infinite? How's that make sense? Thinking these stingers are supposed to be for a couple of lovebirds, know what I mean? Anybody could probably use them, provided they was to buy him off of me. Yeah, how much are you asking? I was gonna get them for myself, but anyways, let me know if you want them. How much are they? Yeah, okay. Well, we're not gonna do much of anything here. So I can unlearn any masters and choose again. I might just grab this. Let's take a quick... Oh, nice. That's one of them scribe stuff thingers there, huh? One dab of those little guys and you'll be like, whoa, know what I mean? They're pretty popular. They got my connections, and they got their connections, and they got their connections. And they got plenty more of those. So just come and see me and Dad here later on. We ought to have one back in stock. So we could just get rid of any mastery, which I can't really see here. Oh, maybe I can see here. There we go. So if I didn't like these things, so like +5 fire. What else do I have here? This one is, after plunging with the adversary's Pyre, Rookie soon returns rather than remaining banished. Or on this side, Rookie can jump a second time. When sprinting, Rookie accelerates faster than usual to an even faster top speed. Oh. After he is banished by an adversary, Rookie has a 50% chance to return in only 1 second. Oh, I kind of like those. Extra damage is fine. When Rookie banishes adversaries by casting his aura, the blast can banish nearby adversaries. Whatever. I could... She doesn't have... Oh, she's got this. Let's see, is there any ones that I want to redo? Maybe his. I'm not really good at using Tiso. After casting his Implode ability, Tiso returns much faster. And this is, while fluttering or zipping, Tiso moves much faster. If banished, Tiso drops a moon sign allies can instantly transport to from their pyre. Oh, interesting. If banished, Tiso automatically casts Implode. Oh, that's interesting too. Alright, let's go back to here. I kind of want to use it on him. How do I do this? Choose new masteries too. I kind of want to do this. Let's go on this side. Boom, and if banished, Tiso automatically casts Implode. When saluting his adversaries, Tiso turns into a fast-moving howler. What? Well, I'm gonna do this one, and then maybe we'll check out this side now. Because I'm not good at using Tiso, so I want to try to get better. Maybe we'll try to this side. You guys really are my favorite customers, you know? Thanks, buddy. Let's commence the rite. Everything is set for the rite to commence, and all is quiet amid the steady currents at the Isle of Kaylmer. All there is left to do is wait for nightfall to set it. You observe Sir Gilman sliding back and forth. You sense something is weighing on his mind. This night is not a night at all. This knight betrayed his former commander, abandoned his brethren of the Sea Dominion. What is knighthood even? What is knighthood if it means having to follow such a craven as that Sir Deluge? Cease this nonsense, Gilman. Focus on the right. Focus on the right. Focus on the right. He notices you, finally. Oh, Master Eater. This knight did not see you there just now. Such was his preoccupation with the task at hand. Know that this knight stands prepared. He has no misgivings whatsoever when it comes to battling his ex-triumvirate. Please consider letting this knight participate, for he has honor to restore. Alright, you're in. Then a glimmering within the sky draws your and his attention. I like these guys. Their song is cool too. Pyrehearts song. Oh, we got another one. Your adversaries each shall have +8 presence, raising the size of their auras. So we've done... Wait, active. I have to turn it off? Oh, interesting. It just remains active. So we've done Enderga. I think we should do one of each of these. So these guys were pretty easy last time. So maybe we can give them a +30. Last time we gave ourselves a -30. They're already fast. I don't want them to be faster. Let's give them...
Archbeast Sungrease.
Archbeast Sungrease. Total bonus if you prevail, +3 enlightenment.
Endria the Widow.
I'm not doing this. 70 versus 130. Let's just do this one. Let's do it. We'll try each one of the 12. Visit Sandra in the Black Wagons beyond her crystal to attempt scribe trials with each of your exiles once they reach sufficient rank. Oh, we forgot to do that in this episode. I was like wondering, how did we get to this so quickly?
Oh well. To you as ever, O you exiles of the Nightwings. The 8 scribes dragged you all the way into the blasphemous Isle of Kaylmer. Here you are to be surrounded by even more gibbering nitwits than usual. Your adversaries in the coming rite shall be the Pyrehearts. Snuff out their pyre's flame and show your worth.
Whoa, this is like a
now
field.
Prepare yourselves.
Like a football field. Gilman, to still not abandon your new friends like all your other duties and responsibilities? Sir Deluge wrestles with his mask for a time. This knight is most surprised that you have the courage even to show yourself. You speak of courage, Sir Deluge, but this knight has little else to say to the likes of you. That figures, Gilman. You are no knight at all. You are a teensy minnow swimming in a sea of minnows many times your size, and with much more honor, too. Then something comes over Sir Gilman. But just as soon it fades, Sir Gilman slinks away. Disgraceful. You Nightwings, you are stupid. Stupid to have taken that one in. And you are no good at the rites. And another thing. We do not fear you. Right.
Who shall conduct this rite?
Oh, sir, we're gonna put, let's see. Where is everybody? I want... Sir Gilman's low. He's gonna go, but I want him to be on one of the sides. We need to... There's like a, you know... I'm gonna put in Bertrude.
Bertrude.
I'm gonna put in Rookie.
Rookie.
And then Sir Gilman. And I think he's the lowest. Tiso's pretty low too. We need to use him next time, probably.
Sir Gilman, it is done.
This knight shall not bend to you again, Sir Deluge, ever. Come then, Nightwings, to show this guard how you defend the honor of that miserable minnow whom you harbor. On guard. As the rite commences, the imps throughout the cavernous area roar with excitement. Our struggles and our plan, mere entertainment to these lonesome creatures. Begging your pardon, sir, the imps of the Isle are quite passionate about the rites. Just now, they offered a bounty in soul. Our triumvirate proves worthy. They would pay us? In exchange for what, exactly? Where did they get the soul, for that matter? My understanding is they wish to see us perform various feats of glory. As for the source of their wealth, I didn't say how much soul lies lost within the sea. Flashy displays of mastering the rites, which certain types of imps are willing to pay to see. Oh boy. Reader, it may seem beneath you, but the opportunity is real if the soul could be a benefit. Indeed, then, reader, my girl. It is yours to decide if entertaining these sad creatures is a justifiable distraction during these affairs. We trust your judgment. Now, let us not distract you further here. Henceforth you shall be tasked with feats of glory in the rites. Banish you, exiles. Oh, that took us out. Holy crap, they're fast. Get you out of here. No! Oh boy.
The orb bathes first within the Nightwing's flame. Gilman caught out.
Oh, they're fast.
Unfortunate.
Oh boy. We might have a problem here.
Now to the flame.
Let's go.
Sir Gilman plunges into the fire.
We need to use him to get our Pyre back. So that'll definitely be a... Oh god, I grabbed it. Did not mean to do that. Whoa. What the?
Banishment.
Oh god. Nice.
Remember everything which you hold dear.
Okay.
A banishment.
I'd like to get two of them. Get out of here. Go, Bertrude! Nice.
My word.
She does some serious damage.
The Nightwing shall prevail at this rate. Such chaos.
Gotta play this safe. Oh no. Bad, bad, bad. Get him! Ah.
Your flames grow weak. A show of strength from the Nightwing's opponents. What happened there?
I don't know, I tried to get out of here. Ah, crap. No, that was a save. You're joking. Oops. Get out of here. Wait, who am I? Oh, you jumped over me.
What the scribes ordained.
All right. Are you joking? I gotta get Ruki. Not what I wanted. What? Damn it!
What the scribes ordained.
That didn't work.
Unfortunate for the Pyrehearts. That Pyre's flames grow.
Oh, we gotta get some of our Pyre back too. Using the others. Gotta waste time here. Oh no!
The orb slips from your clutches.
Oh no! They took both of us out!
Unfortunate.
Uh-oh. Oh my god.
Ouch. Bertrude vanished.
Son of a bitch. Oh.
And it
No!
is done. The Pyrehearts prevail.
That's our
Perfectly
second loss.
agreeable performance overall.
This is tough to add those extra bonuses.
Thus end this night's proceedings.
Do you see? Admit your defeat, Gilman. You were a fool to abandon us. You may have prevailed, sir, but we are not defeated. We are never defeated, for ours is the path toward enlightenment. Your victory means nothing. Shut up! You know exactly what you are, Gilman. You call this knight a craven, yet your courage is a mere facade, and everybody knows. Sir Gilman does not respond, although you sense the words of Sir Deluge got to him. Ah, that was tough.
What stirs now in the hearts of all these exiles?
Oh, they're fine. Get to... Oh, I thought he was gonna get it. She's got it, though.
Bertrude's lust for knowledge becomes manifest.
The strange designs of the 8 scribes, their everlasting sorceries are strong within this land, and we shall yet make further use of them, we think. So I'm gonna go down through here. After Bertrude pounces at an adversary, she instantly recovers all her stamina. While slithering, Bertrude uses 50% less stamina and moves 30. Yes, please.
Until the stars align.
Alright, so this is about us losing, but not to be too discouraged or something along those lines. After you and your fellow exiles were defeated by the Pyrehearts, you find the lone minstrel tending to one of your own. Sir Gilman seems to be unwell, although you cannot yet sense why. How are you feeling, sir? This knight can hardly move, as though he has been transmogrified into a walking stick or some such sorcery. I see. Then, please do not exert yourself, or try. The lone minstrel motions for you to come closer. Reader, Sir Gilman appeared rather disoriented and more fatigued than usual, reported feeling not entirely present, symptoms of banishment sickness, an ailment suffered by those who frequently conduct the rites, debilitating but fleeting. The sense of loss and isolation during banishment sometimes extends beyond that time. He should soon be able to take part in light activities, I think, but under no circumstance shall he be able to conduct the coming rite. Now then, I ought to keep you from the stars, or I ought not keep you from the stars above. Please, go and have a look at them, for all of us, I think, are anxious to depart this place. Stars that shine for you, revealing various paths forward. Ores the Azure Star, Blue the Vernal Star, or Gold the South Star. Entirely depends on the planner. So we've got, again, Right here we've got the accusers. We're 1-0 against them. The Fate again, we're 2-0 against them. Or the Essence. Oh, I know she's here. Essence. They're only 4-9, but they're second somehow. And that's who we're gonna go. So Pamitha's gonna have an issue down here. We're gonna go deal with Pamitha's story, and we're going very far south. Back to goal. So, we're to have another brush with Tamitha. Perhaps she'll spare me yet another moment of her time. She's here because of me, and I am here for her. Tamitha then tells you more of your next adversary, her own blood sister. Tamitha Thane, harp of the High Wing remnants, raised from birth to excel in outwitting and outmaneuvering her enemies. She seems driven by her hatred for the Commonwealth. After retreating to the mountains centuries ago, the Harps refused to join the Commonwealth, and those old tensions boiled over into raids or skirmishes or all-out war. Flight tacticians such as Tamitha gave the High Wing remnants a swift and powerful military presence to this day, despite the Harps' small numbers. She once hatched ambitious plans to overthrow the Commonwealth, breaching its defenses so her sisters could rain down untold destruction. On the darkest night of the year, she led a daring infiltration mission deep into her enemy's lands. It almost worked. However, she was betrayed by someone very close to her, someone branded a Commonwealth sympathizer, Pamitha. Pamitha was caught, clipped, and subsequently exiled as a prisoner of war. Being trapped within the downside only stoked her fury. I wound up in here not too long afterwards. Anyway, it's complicated what happened between us. What I did for her own good, and that of all our sisters. Though I'm beginning to doubt that Tamitha will ever see it that way. We'll see, I suppose. But for now, I'd best try and catch what sleep I'm able. Pleasant dreams, then, darling. You bid a good night to Pamitha in turn. No time now to make flight preparations, though come morning, the Black Wagon will press onward. And we shall press onward back all the way south to goal, which we've been, and we'll continue our journey. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time. Take care, and goodbye.